And what we're doing is we are creating safety in our environments, we're creating safety in our relationships, and we are nurturing the process so that our cocoon can go through that healthy, transformative stage. So when we're facing our darkness, there is no time limit that we're going to want to attach to this. We're not going to say, oh, I'm only going to do this for 2 days. I'm only going to do this for 2 months, and then I'm going to transform. We have to be willing to go inside of the cocoon and find acceptance to be there as long as it takes for us to go through that transformation process. And we have to also learn how to have an acceptance for this whole process and learn to sort of appreciate the process taking place. Now, this is going to be challenging because it's going to be really uncomfortable when you're in that darkness and when you're feeling trapped, and you may even feel like you're not yourself. And it's not that you're not yourself, it just may feel like you're not yourself because maybe for so many years you've been identifying with a false self or parts of you that are not actually you. So maybe actually you're learning to figure out who you are for the first time, and that doesn't even feel like you yet because it's so new and it's so raw and it's so vulnerable. Just food for thought. But when we're going into that darkness, once again, we have to be willing to go into this for as long as it takes and find acceptance for that process and a willingness to understand that there is beauty in that darkness. For some people, this could take several months. For some people, this could take a year. For some people, it could be a little bit longer until you start really noticing significant changes, until you start noticing your wings are growing and then the cocoon starting to crack open. Once again, we don't want to attach to a time frame of what this process has to look like or when it has to end. We just want to understand how to go into it, surrender to it, and learn to appreciate that process for what it is, because it's worth appreciating. So going into our darkness is going to look like this. We're going to have to give ourselves that time, energy, and respect that we have always needed to feel certain emotions that we have been running from for a very long time. As you're starting to connect with these, really these frozen parts of you in the past, these parts of you are going to be so energetically charged that it's very common that you may experience them actually blending with your nervous system